Hello, everybody. Church is in session, and I am your host, Hope Mello. Today we have the inaugural episode, the inaugural season of Spoiled Cheese. As we all know, as assuming if you're watching, you play some ladder, cheese might be one of the most frustrating things to come across, but when you beat it, there's no better feeling. Even today, I managed to get cannon rushed, bunker rushed. But when you win, feeling is unmatched. So I decided, with inspiration from the infamous Nova War and Maximus Black, to bring back a recurring kind of episode-based series where we would highlight some of the more fun games where players defeat cheese, just so we can all get a good laugh and kind of enjoy seeing people do what we might not be able to do already. Now, I've gotten a lot of response from the community, and I just want to thank you guys for the responses I got. I've chosen the top 8 games today. It runs for about an hour of gameplay to cast for you guys. I'm no professional caster in any way, as you can tell by my screw-ups already. But I will try my best to give you guys some comedic content and keep you guys interested. We have games from mainly the EU server, Diamond EU, which seems to be the cheesiest of leagues, with a lot of Terran involved, which was surprising to me. But we also have some Plat, some Gold, and some NA sprinkled throughout. So before I get into the games, I just want to say, if you have defeated a cheese, if you want to submit a game, please go and send an email to popemello@gmail.com, and I'll get in touch with you guys. I'll let you know if I'm going to cast, and if I do, I'll make sure to cop a video and make sure that you guys know when the stream's going on and how exciting it will be. Okay, so without further ado, we are going to get into these games. Game number 1 here, we have Creep, who is a Diamond 2 EU player, sitting around 3,800 MMR, who will be going up against Jackaltoad. Now, in the top left corner, playing with the red zerg, we have Creep. And in the bottom right corner, representing Hypnotoad, we have Jackaltoad, who seems to be sending some SCVs across the map early, probably looking to get some proxy racks going. Now, Creep sent me this replay. He's from Australia. Like I said, he plays Diamond 2 on the EU and the NA server, about 3,800 MMR. Just as a shout out, if you want to go follow him on YouTube at District Terra, or just give him a follow on Twitch at OMG It's Duane, Duane. Now, we have Creep throwing down a pool pretty early, about the same time as the hatchery. And I don't know if this Overlord... The Overlord will miss the proxy barracks. Now, it's never fun when you mix the proxy. But thankfully with Zerg and that pool first, you're able to get some Zerglings out to counter some early Marine pressure. Just helps a little bit. When Creep sent the replay in, he said he's been watching a lot of Pig lately, and that Pig coaches that, and kind of helped save him in this situation. Now, Jackaltoad has not much at home. He's just getting onto gas now, so I doubt that it's going to be Reaper pressure, and no, it's not. It's going to be 2 early Marines coming out. He should be sending those SCV home, but... Oh, where are you going? Maybe he's going to use them in the push. We do have decent saturation for Creep right now. A couple Zerglings, and he should be able to handle this, no issue. Oh, it looks like it's going to be a bit of a bunker rush, bringing the SCVs up. Might be tough with the hatchery pop. The creep might make it a little too far. Here we go. First bunker down. 2 Marines backing it up. However, we have 4 Zerglings and Queen on the way, and creep pulls the boys. These drones are going to be telling these Marines to pack up, get the hell home. I don't want you anywhere near my hatchery. Toad is trying his best to kite these drones, but these drones are hungry. They're using their little claws to send these Marines back home. These Marines are not into biting. If you are, call Creep. He's got a couple crawly boys that can help you out. The Queen and the Zerglings will work on the bunker, and they are cancelled. Good defense by Creep. These proxy axes are still producing. They should be lifting up and going back home. Meanwhile, behind this, Toad is throwing down 2 more... Throwing down a factory and a command center. Now, Creep is sending some lings across the map. Looking for a little bit of counter pressure, but I don't know if he's going to be able to... And lo and behold... Toad's just going to bring some SCVs up for repair. You have 2 little lings down here. They're just chilling by the cliff. They want their 2 friends to do more work. Couple reinforcements, but this shouldn't do too much. Factory finishes with the repair. Just stealing a couple minerals. Now back at Creep's base, we have a spine crawler going down just in case there's more pressure. We have a couple drones up here, but he is droning up, just resaturating. There's an even worker count right now, but the OP Mule doing its job, keeping it somewhat close. Second command center is finishing up for Toad, and now we see some Hellions popping out. Oh, starport to the back. So the cheese seems to be a bunker rush, and the bunker rush didn't work too well, but Toad... This is Diamond, so he did have the wherewithal to head on back, not overcommit. But Creep with a good defense there. We do have Ling speed on the way. He seems content just to be droning up, get a Roshorn on, some additional pressure just in case those Hellions do come by. Let's see. He was able to scout quite a bit, able to scout the second CC, but he seemed to have missed the starport, and a fusion core is coming down. You know, they say when one cheese fails, you just head into a battlecruiser cheese because that's all Terrans have nowadays, right? Do have a couple of roaches coming out for Creep, looking like he's going to go for a little bit of counter pressure here, maybe try and deny that second. But there's a wall, a couple of Hellions. This is a weak point for Terran. If a Zerg decides to go for a roach push, and you only have Hellions on the board, could go rough. Usually you want to have a siege tank or something with a bit of power that's able to push those units away. Creep might be able to get a little bit of damage here. A couple Ravagers are morphing in. We're gonna have to see here, but the first battle cruiser is up and it is being made right now. No idea how a starport that size makes a ship that's supposed to be able to travel across space and time, but it does. And we have the Ravagers putting on some pressure here, putting on some corrosive vials. That poor SCV was just left for lunch, and the depot is down. The Lings should be flooding in any moment at this point. And, oh, here we go. Ravagers are pushing up. And, ooh, Toad does not lift the depot. Trying to throw a bunker down in time. These Hellions are just going to try and hold out for this battlecruiser. He's pulling the boys. The boys are deciding, I'm going to put my drill so far up that lava bug's ass, it's not going to be able to walk for the next week. But sadly, the SCVs don't realize that they're not that powerful. We do have a couple OP mules coming down, keep somewhat of an income going. That battlecruiser is just a couple seconds from popping. And here we go. The cruiser operational. Now, Ravagers do have corrosive vials, but if Toad has any micro, he should be able to dodge those pretty easily, get some damage on these, and hopefully save. Oh, a couple vials do go down. 2. Oh, get that third one. The Lings go down. The Ravagers are forced to pull back. 3 dead Ravagers, bunch of dead Lings. Terran is now floating the buildings up. He is down to 2 SCVs. Now, I have skipped through a little bit, so I'm going to say that it's not done just yet. So we're going to have to watch and see what Toad manages to do. He does have a second battlecruiser on the way up. Now, one battlecruiser, you can always lose it. Smart move by Creep here, taking out that tech lab. But Toad does have enough money to rebuild it when it's done, and he still has that fusion core if he wants to keep on BCs. Now, Toad needs to start making somewhat of an economy because he is down to 2 OP mules, 1 SCV. He's got a couple SCVs queued up. He's got 2 orbitals making. And here we go. Battle cruisers are just giving a little bit of defense here. And there's the click, there's the teleport, and there's now a battle cruiser in the base of Creep. Now, 1 queen, 2 spores should be enough to handle the battle cruiser. Now, already down to about half health, but it should be able to do a little bit of damage. Take out some queens. These queens are on a rally point. They're not attacking. Ugh. 2 queens go down. That 3rd queen will eventually fall. If there's 2 spores in the natural, 2 spores in the main, I can't see Toad doing much more damage. It's only 154 hit points left. Now, Toad is throwing down a 3rd command center. He's going to be prioritizing pumping out SCVs as quick as possible. This battlecruiser is giving Hiccups 64 health, 5 kills, mainly queens, and Creep's going to go back to droning. Now, the battlecruiser at home, 31 kills, has just been killing zerglings. These poor zerglings just keep running in, and some mega ship from the sky raining fire down upon them. There went 37 workers to 9. The game looks like there's no way that Toad can come back into this, but he does have 2 big, bad battle cruisers. I got now 3 spores in the main, 2 spores in the natural, the Spire coming up, and Corruptors. So now we got Corruptors on the field. Battle cruisers become almost useless. Only upgrade is sling speed. Obviously, it has been able to have many upgrades. And Toad, for whatever reason, is going for a lot of gas. He's got 4 commands, 2 orbitals, 2 command centers, so 4 in total. And I'm assuming he's just going to be pumping out SCVs and OP mules as much as he can. These lings are just patrolling the map. They're looking. They want to know, is something up? Why hasn't he left this game? I have 2 base. I got a full economy. You have nothing. Why are you still in my game? Get the hell out. But Toad's like, just look at my eyes. Just look at my eyes. I'm the Hypno-Toad. Repair. Now, if he gets repaired from the mules, mules obviously repair at a faster rate than SCVs. And 1 battlecruiser teleports. Where did he teleport? He teleported a couple feet just so he could survive. Oh, 1 battlecruiser goes down. 1 corruptor goes down. This seems like the game is down and out. This 1 marine is shooting at the giant sky lizards, thinking he's doing something. Meanwhile, all of his friends, SCVs, are just dying. However, with 3 orbital commands out, that's a lot of mules. 6 corruptors and a muta. That should be enough to take down this battlecruiser in no time. A couple of lings run by. Mutalisk will go down. No repair. Oh! Toad gets on the repair, and that's it. Battlecruiser's down. GG. Creep takes the win. Tells you, don't bunker rush me. Or goddammit, I'm going to send you home. Get out of my game. Now, that was fun. The battlecruisers are always a really good move by Terran. And they drive zergs wild. But ultimately, good defense. And, yeah. That was game number 1, guys. The cheese failed. If you're going to bunker rush, you got to have something to follow up. You can't just go bunker rush into battlecruiser. There's got to be something in the middle because you know you're going to get met with resistance. But I guess when you're Hypno-Toad and you rely on your hypnotic abilities, you could probably get away with some stuff. So it is what it is.